dass jetzt alle da sind. Das erleichtert mich sehr. Und wir wollen, bevor wir losfahren, euch noch ein paar kleine Informationen geben. Ich heiße Heiner Buchen und ich bin Leiter dieses Projektes. Das Projekt gibt es seit 2013 und wir nennen alle Projekte Passagen. Den Begriff Passagen haben wir von Walter Benjamin entliehen. Walter Benjamin hat in dem Projekt 2018, 2019 und auch in diesem Jahr eine besondere Rolle gespielt. Und er hat sich mit den Passagen des 19. Jahrhunderts in besonderer Weise auseinandergesetzt. Und ich finde den Begriff sehr anschaulich, weil wir Passagen treiben. Von einer Stadt zur nächsten innerhalb in Europa. Wir bringen Leute aus verschiedenen Städten auf diesem Kontinent zusammen. Und wir bringen junge Leute aus verschiedenen Milieus zusammen, aus verschiedenen kulturellen Kontexten zusammen. Und das, finde ich, drückt Passagen sehr gut aus.
Everybody's reaction.
That's so cool.
So, for Hannah, it's the first time who is taking this whole project in the hands with all the choreographers together, musicians and us. So, push it up, okay? Be prepared and try to be as great as you can. This big start of this project!
Daniela, ich habe noch eine.
And yeah, you come closer, but you still try to not touch anyone. So even if I'm that close to someone, you try to still find your way. How can I, like, you know, not touch anyone, but still be super close? So come as close as possible.
Try to not crash with each other.
Yes.
That's why we're going to use kind of gestures, wing type of movements, facial expressions, but as a student, not because you don't see it, but more maybe with the head, you can play around with
I'm
arms.
Hannah Chandramala, I'm 27 years old and I'm a dancer and choreographer. I am from Germany and I am based in the Netherlands since 8 years and I'm a freelance artist.
We have to be very careful because we have some cables laying around, and I see already. Do you see those two things that?
The first time I came across Ohne Stimme was in 2013 and I was myself a participant. I have been dancing in the first piece of Ohne Stimme, which was called Ohne Grenze. And that was just a magical experience as a teenager. And I've since then never stopped participating. And I've known about this project, I think, if I am correct, I remember I've read it in the newspaper. And that's how I came across Ohne Stimme. And I subscribed, no, how do you say, not? I signed up. I signed up for Ohne Stimme, and yeah, that's how it went.
Hello, how can I help you?
Be aware that every one of you has a character in the story. So you're seen, everybody has a space to develop the character, to feel the story. And I will tell about the whole dance concept on Saturday evening or morning on that day. But now, today, you're going to talk about the content later in the workshops. And after, we're going to talk about the artistic side. So don't worry if you're like, I don't know what it's about, what are we doing? It will all make sense, okay? So trust us, we have a plan, and we're now building it with these, step by step. And we're quite far already. So that's a good starting point, yes! We love it. You guys together to divide yourself into 3 groups. One there, one in the middle, and one on the side. You can divide by yourself. And then we want you to think of repetitive movements of workers that would work for Zara or Shine or for H&M. Like what would they do? They would maybe shake out the clothes, they would sew, they would, I don't know, register. You know, yeah, register, fold it. You know, and we want you to think of those things and come up with repetitive movements. For example, and it just keeps going and going like a machine. All right? So divide yourself into 3 groups and think of these things that workers would do in factories and come up with repetitive movements that keep going and going like a machine. All right? One group is there, one group is here, and one group is there. We'll give you 15 minutes.
I am Bailey. I am from the Netherlands. I'm a professional dancer and also choreographer. And for this project, I got to be a co-lead artistic director. So I was the assistant of Hannah. I got involved with this project through Hannah. I remember back in February 2022, she called me if I would be interested to be a choreographer for this project. And just to think about it a little bit, I didn't have to think much. I felt like, yeah, it's nice, you know, to work with a big group, big ensemble of dancers. So it was actually just through a phone call. And that's how I got involved.
Here's like a big fun. You are like on stage right now. And what you want to say is that you are showing the public that you're a group. You're not alone. It's not like, here it's me. No, it's like, look, this is us. We are together. And I'm not gonna talk, but I'm gonna show you with my body. We are, all of us, together here?
Als ich anfing zu arbeiten, hat mich immer ein Tagtraum bewegt und mich nicht in Ruhe gelassen, nämlich junge Leute aus Europa an Orten zusammenzubringen, an denen es eine Erfahrung des interkulturellen oder interreligiösen Zusammenlebens gibt. Das war eine Vorstellung, die mich immer begleitet hat, und ich habe immer darauf gewartet, ob es eine Gelegenheit gibt, so etwas zu machen. Und 2013 war dieses erste Tanzprojekt, und dann kam die Idee, und ermutigt durch dieses erste Tanzprojekt, 2014 nach Sarajevo zu fahren, also eine Stadt in Europa, die eine über 500 Jahre alte Tradition des Zusammenlebens der Kulturen hat bis heute, dann erschüttert durch den Krieg in den 90er Jahren. Und als wir nach Sarajevo fuhren, hat sich für mich dieser Traum verwirklicht. Und seitdem schauen wir immer nach Orten, die eine besondere Bedeutung im Zusammenleben der Menschen in Europa haben. Und ja, gewissermaßen kann ich sagen, dass sich dieser Traum der 90er Jahre nun erfüllt hat.
How are you feeling? Warm? Yeah! It was so nice to meet you all. Great.
So as you saw on the schedule, we do a run-through. But it's not a smooth run-through, it's gonna be a stop and go. Basically, we're gonna see what we've already done and created so far, because we were always a bit separate. So now we're gonna gather and see, okay, what is this scene, what is that scene? But still in order, the order of the piece. On Saturday, I will make a dance concept session where we'll explain really in detail what it means. But for now, we're gonna do the artistic version of it. So not the theory, but we just move and dance. The most challenging part for me this year in this production was to deal with 6 big themes and topics. We've dealt with the topic of human relations, capitalism, European dominant culture, sustainability, state of the earth, and Angelus, Novus. And to mingle and fuse them in one big topic was kind of a challenge, and making scenes that show these topics in specific in 60 minutes, I mean that that took a lot of research and took a lot of time and imagination, because actually I could have done one piece only with one topic, and I've put 6 into one, which was yeah, very challenging this year. From now on, this will be a great journey, because this was the first run-through we had. A small stop and go, and I think we can all be proud, right? Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Few images. We have 2 guards who are gonna check the list, who is clocking in. Tarek, you come later. You're the boss, okay? So we need 2 guards. Then we have a scene
where this whole working environment will transform into a fashion catwalk. So representing where the result goes, the result of clothes, right? And they're gonna be also investors, being also sexist. So like turn around girl, ooh, drinking beer on stage. Very like ugly type of macho.
Beer, I would like one more tear first.
I don't think it's gonna be just a bottle, empty bottle. Good? Like Angelus Novus, there's this one. You see those two tapes? This is the entrance on stage, like this. This line, girls, this line has to be till here, the whole stage. One line facing there. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, yes. And maybe if you have 2 kids, Anja, maybe one kid is also holding, is a bit scared, yeah? Arrive till Sham, and then last one. Perfect, okay? Nice. Okay, one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my God, it's such an honor. And you just get the orders correct and actually checking out the models already.
And let's have the last one a little bit longer, so you... Yeah? Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, up. And 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. 2, 3, 4. And out 6, 2, 3, 4. And out 7, 2, 3, 4. Stay down. And 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch.
The most challenging part for me was, before I came into this project, I was already thinking like, oh my gosh, like I have so many ideas in my head, right? But how am I gonna transfer these ideas onto people, and how am I gonna visualize what I have in my brain? So this was definitely a bit of a challenge. And then the fact that it's a very big group of people. We were with 80 dancers, right? And we're like just 5 choreographers. So I was definitely, I'm not gonna say nervous, because I wasn't nervous, but I was very excited to be in front of such a big group. And that definitely felt like a challenge. And how am I gonna support Hannah in the most productive, efficient way, you know, without being in her way, but actually trying to uplift her and the whole collective.
6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stop! Go! Sag jemand, dass er dich halten soll. Ja. Oma? Front, all.
Maybe it's gonna be like
So you say like room.
because the diagonal here we have the camera.
Because I don't like the it's like so much on one side, you know. Also here it was like so much on the left side. So I think something like this works a bit better because the balance on stage is a bit better.
Try one more thing.
Okay, so just for the walk, you have to be very
Close to each other.
Okay, so put the right arm on the shoulder and we're gonna walk.
And keep that distance. For example, exactly, Alexia, you need to be closer. You need to have it like this.
You cannot be like this.
Yeah, so that you can really go right, left, and right, left. Yes? It's close. Good.
So my name is Edis. I come from Bosnia and Herzegovina, from Sarajevo, and I'm a professional actor. Well, the process was a bit of exhausting, but also I'm happy about it because there is no process that is too easy. It was a bit challenging, especially with the styles that I come with, especially like crump and stuff like that. It was challenging actually on a level of how would we actually incorporate that style into something that is something that we need to actually express and tell stories that we tell in this project particular.
Walk, 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 and now slowly try to make a diagonal line. So that means Tak and Dani are in the middle. Yeah. Then maybe Sanin is next to Tariq, so you turn around. You go next to Sanin.
The biggest takeaway for me from this camp was how actually again it got confirmed that through dance and through movement we actually really went back to the most primitive way of communication, because we had language barriers. Not everybody spoke English, right? So to me it was just so beautiful to see all of these connections develop over those 2 weeks. You know, you could be working in an office with your coworkers for a year and you still don't really know them. But this was just 2 weeks and we were just put together with random strangers and it felt like a family afterwards. So that to me was just very beautiful to see how in such a short amount of time, through dance and through that connection, we got so close through this piece.
Ein Tag besser!
The first two
To the front. You go front.
My name is Tarik. I'm 31 years old. I come from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Sarajevo. I'm a dance teacher. I'm also Master in Arts of Sociology. I work in this facility for young boys who are underage, like in a safe house, and trying to be a good man.
That was a good introduction. My name is Janita. I also come from Bosnia and Herzegovina, from Sarajevo. I'm currently finishing my bachelor's in international relations and diplomacy, trying to move on to peace studies. That is this interdisciplinary field that also sort of got inspired by this project as well, because of all the cultural differences being brought together and building something new and something different. I'm also a dance teacher. We have a dance school together for since 2010 actually, so 12 years going strong. And we've been to this camp since 2014. 2014 was the year that the theme and the idea of the camp was related to Sarajevo and to this theme of 100 years of peace after the First World War, so 1914 to then 2014. That was actually exactly 100 years. So that was the first year we got implemented into this project, and ever since we haven't left at all. My name is Katya. I'm from Ukraine and I'm 16 years old, and I'm like dancing so much. It's my first time to come to this camp, and I wanted to gain a new experience and perspectives about different dance styles.
And they loved each other, and they live happily for, well, for some time. Okay.
try to just separate the ribs from the pelvis. So you want to create space here. Yeah? And bringing the Angelus into your body. Exaggerating the hip movement. 3, 2, 1. Slow. Gather. I will stretch the left leg out.
Back of the strap shit. John Stockton catch the opportunities of passion.
So this year's topic was about fragility. The title of the piece is called Fragile oder die Parabel des Angelus Novus. We were addressing many diverse topics within the topic of fragility. Talking about the fragility of the humans, but also about the fragility of the planet Earth and their relations and their coexistence. And also all the issues we're facing nowadays. The corona pandemic, the wars that we're having on this earth, also the war in Ukraine, and the man-made climate crisis is a big issue that we're facing, but many other issues we still have, and which is also gaining momentum. And all these relevant examples of nowadays problematics are becoming more aware by the new generation and the youngsters among us. And this coexistence of the painful issues between humans and planet, we're trying to bring them on stage and express them via our art and dance.
Essaye de me proposer quelque chose qui te corresponde. Et peut-être, pour le moment, reste là.
Oui, c'est ça.
Enfin, le début surtout. On le réessaye?
C'est parce que toi, tu as besoin d'avoir un smartphone, la voiture électrique.
And go there to find what Hannah's gonna say. We are gonna have all of the team, we are gonna help you, because you try to find, for example, let's say for Angelus Novus, we're trying to have a scene with light colors, like cream colors, beige, brown, light brown. So you're gonna go there and try to find something. Please don't mix the clothes, because we are gonna have a chaos turbo. So you're gonna play for your Google and cheese. But we want all of the
So we go all together. 3, 2, 1. A bit louder, guys. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. And enjoy the evening.
Ist Fragil dein letztes Projekt vor dem Ruhestand? Bedeutet es dir dafür was ganz Besonderes? Wie hast du es erlebt, dein letztes Projekt von dir?
Ja, es ist im Moment für mich eine besondere Zeit. Es ist eine Zeit des Übergangs. Ich fühle mich ein bisschen wie in einem Schwellenraum. Also meinen Beruf aufzugeben, weil ich in den Ruhestand gehe, den ich sehr, sehr geliebt habe. Zu dem eben auch diese Tanzprojekte gehören, aber auch viele andere Dinge. Und es ist für mich schon auch eine Zeit des Abschiednehmens, auch des schmerzlichen Abschiednehmens. Das habe ich auch in diesem Projekt gespürt. Ich habe mich etwas empfindsamer, etwas verletzbarer erlebt. Ich brauche noch ein wenig, um sozusagen im Ruhestand am Ende dieses Jahres auch anzukommen. Aber ich hoffe sehr, dass ich im nächsten Jahr, und ich gehe davon aus, dass wir im nächsten Jahr auf jeden Fall die Wiederaufnahme machen in Saarbrücken im Rahmen des Festival Perspektiv. Und vielleicht bin ich dann etwas versöhnter mit meinem Ruhestand und kann nochmal mit neuer Energie auf dieses Projekt zugehen.
Même ici, on sent. D'accord. Est-ce que là, je sais pas si vous avez.
We're just gonna do it twice, I think, max 3 times, but it's manual.
So the experience of being an artistic director this year was very fun, actually. I do have some doubts sometimes, but that's normal. Every new position brings some doubts, some insecurities. But I have to say it was very fun to discover this role because I had very great mentors, people who could support me, answer questions that I had, guide me through. I was really having fun, and I felt that it was quite a natural way of finding out what it is and not being stressed about it.
This is the backstage area. We've been coming on stage in from this coulisse. And we have a huge space, the curtain covering the projection here and there in the piece. It's still in process when it will happen, but I think it will only happen twice. So open and closing for the meaning of the chapters of the piece.
Yeah.
Could illuminate the stage. But we'll
Because
see that soon.
Are all the lights installed? Not yet.
That's a good question.
Because also there are no side lights.
No, there are no side lights. They all come from above, or even here frontal.
Yeah.
Frontal lights.
Oh. Voilà, ça peut changer leur couleur.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Ça c'est super cool.
Il faut que je les sélectionne pas. Voilà. On va changer les différents emplacements.
Back, last coulisse.
Là, tu peux vraiment l'éclairer. Après, là, maintenant, il est éclairé par l'avant. Il faut qu'il s'avance.
That's like silhouette kind of. Voila, cool. But I think tomorrow we can come back.
Yeah.
I would even say if we arrive early, we have time to literally play around, to go through. Wow. J'ai juste dansé là un peu et j'arrive même pas à parler. C'est quoi ça? So yes, let's try it because
we need to
we
go,
have
right?
to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Très bien.
Which is Angelus Novus costumes are the same twice, right?
Yeah. Are you making them put on their costume?
Yeah, so Hannah can
So
see
you can
with the
see-
light.
yeah, great.
No?
Do you want the power game in the second Angelus though? Because
No,
they
no.
didn't understand, they didn't do all of this.
No, they're gonna appear later with some.
They are the ones with the earth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be nice actually if we can start with her, and if Haris can learn 1 or 3 movements that
What
they
she
do
does.
together,
Yeah.
and then she goes sitting, he continues and go to his own style. Because I want him to do
Right.
a bit of lines and suspensions and stuff.
Yeah. And this is for the last one. So
This is the
that's
last
from-
angel. It does the same. It's
He
the
will.
same angel.
It would be nice if he closed the performance, Harris. If we have him and it would be, I don't know, if we find him sitting and they all go whoop, and then the light goes with this movement.
Yeah.
Can we go now into the freeze position? Because I don't want you to hold it forever. Ba, 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 ba,
Final?
ba.
Yeah,
Nice.
this one. You have to go back.
Okay, great. Then we need. Okay, relax. Thank you. Thank you. And we go together down. E. Boom. Yes? Then you spread it and you try to organize one line and another line. Yeah? Tranquilo.
If everything works.
Try to arrive more or less in the same spot you were before. You can take your time with the walking.
Or today, even earlier.
Exactly, take your time. And at some point, you decide you can take Harris. Take him. It's him. You can take him. You want to go?
So if
Towards your legs, and they have to arrange. And once you feel that both hands on the heels, you can
last
start
time,
pressing.
guys, let's go.
You bring her down. With her coming
5,
up,
6,
she's in a squat. When she goes
5,
up, you bring her up.
6, 7, 8,
Yes,
and
and it's
1.
ja. Accent is up.
Okay.
So,
Is everybody ready? On est prêt to start.
La troisième tour, on sort.
C'est ça. So 2.5. No, 2.5.
Personally, the most impactful scenes that I found were Autopilot and Facts. I believe that Autopilot reveals the abusive relationships between human beings, which is a very, very sad and painful scene, which I believe is very impactful for this topic and for that production. And Facts is a scene that shows how we're having facts, but we're still blind to it.
We have the transitions. We have everything. Thank you.
we have a piece, guys!
So I'm sorry that I was pushy, but we have a piece. And now tomorrow we can do a general in the afternoon. In the morning we just do a stop and go easy. We do a nice general. And then we have premiere. So enjoy.
Oh shit! Oof. Tomorrow's the
I can't.
I would like everyone to know that dancing is not just a frivolous pastime, not just fun. Oh, of course it is fun, but that we tell like serious stuff, that we express serious issues, and that you can also talk through dance about big things, and that it's bigger than just a pastime.
biggest impact of the camp to me, well, it was actually the problems that are we trying to communicate through our story, and the issues that are we raising up as questions. We were able to see it work themselves out right on the spot, right in between the people who are here. So all these issues that we have as different cultures or different nations, somehow we overgrown that in these 15 days, which is like miraculous. And so we ask ourselves probably a question, why can't it be for the whole world? If it needs like 15 days for 80 people to come together and work and do marvelous things, what is wrong with the world so we can't do that on a major scale?
So Angelus Novus, which is a big part of this piece and inspiration for this piece. Angelus Novus is a painting of Paul Klee, and we've taken the interpretation of the philosopher and writer Walter Benjamin, who was interpreting this angel that he saw on this painting. Well, this Angelus Novus is revealing and showing in a metaphoric way how the humankind or the behavior of the human being in the past years have destroyed a lot of things, and man-made issues are revealing. And this angel is looking on these man-made issues and problems, and he sees that catastrophe in the past and tries to want to go back and even awaken the death again, to fix and to repair things we've done in the past, while a big storm is arriving and pushing him away into the future. So he has a big emotion on his face with open eyes and open mouth, can't believe what happened and wants to fix things, but the storm is leading him towards the future. And I think it's a beautiful metaphor and that we used for this topic, and to show the fragility and also the emotions we've had. And I'm gonna read the interpretation of Walter Benjamin. His face is turned towards the past, where we perceive a chain of events. He sees one single catastrophe, which keeps piling wreckage upon wreckage and hurls it in front of his feet. The angel would like to stay, awaken the dead, and make whole what has been smashed. But a storm is blowing from paradise. It has got caught in his wings with such a violence that the angel can no longer close them. The storm irresistibly propels him into the future to which his back is turned, while the pile of debris before him grows skyward. The storm is what we call progress.
I would definitely do this project again because even though I've only done this once, it already brought me so much fulfillment, and I already feel such a strong connection to the project and to its vision and the people around it that I am looking forward to be part of this again, just to feel that joy again and to contribute to people's lives, actually, to the dancers.
I would like to tell the participants that I've seen that they have proven determination, the courage of stepping out of their comfort zone. And as a choreographer, but also as a person, I feel very proud. But mostly I feel very hopeful that this new generation is willing to make changes and face difficult issues and also times. And that is very, very, I feel very positive that some human beings are wanting to change and wanting to face the difficult times within a big group of people and support. But I also want to say that for everyone who wants to join this project, if you feel stepping out of your comfort zone, this is the best way and the safest way to do so. Join Ohne Stimme.
So whoever's watching this, if you are a dancer, make sure to apply next year, because experience in this camp is like a really, really valuable thing, especially when we talk about dance. We all like our own styles, like the ones that we developed or the ones that we learned, especially like, I don't know, crump locking, popping, or whatever. It's valuable for you to come here to see all these different perspectives, not only for those styles, but as well to learn new styles and how to engage these styles in action towards theater and how to make them readable on stage.
The camp motivated me to move on, develop and learn new things. And I also want to say thank you for everybody who was in this camp, also to our choreographers, to organization, because it was such a good project, and you know, I will come back, guys. Yeah, see you next year. Ew! The last message that I want to say is believe in yourself and also do a better warm-up, because you know, you can have many problems with that. Warm-ups is very important for you guys.
If you give your best, then you can achieve anything. See you the next level. Woo! See you the next year, guys.
Yes.
I recommend everyone to visit this camp maybe once, maybe next year, or once in a while, or one time in their lives. So that's what I would recommend, because it's really life-changing. It really is. And I would like to shout out to Mr. Heine, because he's doing a great job, and he is also approachable. Like, even without a project, he's a good guy. So I hope we will see each other next year.
Come.
Do it.
Try it, definitely. Do it. And even if you don't have experience, and especially if you have experience, it's really important that you come, because these experiences tend to be very humbling and very uplifting at the same time. And I think that's the diversity of it that really draws people in and makes them.
It's like spiritual trip, no?
Ja, traut euch was, probiert aus, lernt aus Beispielen der Vergangenheit, blickt immer mal wieder auch zurück an Dinge, die Menschen schon vor uns gut gemacht haben. Lasst euch davon inspirieren und versucht ab und zu auch in Risikosituationen hineinzugehen, denn solche Projekte sind nie hundertprozentig kontrollierbar, aber darum umso aufregender und auch deshalb bieten diese Projekte eine enorme Lernfläche für das Team, die Choreografen und vor allen Dingen für die Teilnehmerinnen und Teilnehmer. Bitte schön.
Hannah,
Ricarda,
Samira,
Jana, Clara, Jenny,
Tarik, Alice, Sunny. Say your name.
Stephanie, Madeline.
Slower.
We go back here?
Yeah, from
Louder.
Stefania.
Yeah.
Rezvan.
Madeline. Daria. Miruna. Christina. Kate. Elizabeth.
Justin. Sherif.
Edina.
Armin.
Teo. Mar. Petro. Joano. Nuria.
Louder.
Haris.
Benjamin. Aydin.
Mia. Sham. Liera. Uma. Azra. Mona. JJ. Zana. Emma. Melissa. Iman. Aina. Noor.
Celeste.
Feli. Zoe. Eleonora. Emilia. Inka. Anna. Nicole. Yasmin.
Heiner.
Maria. Isabella. Koach. Obi.
Levon. Ali.
Yuled.
Florent.
Arina. Christina. Bailey.
Hussein. Abadi.
Anya. Luna. Mary.
Marianna,
Emilia. Katja. Diana. Tanja. Katja. Daria. Hanna. Daria. Hanna 2. Sophie. Johanna. Lea.
Timon. Nico.
Carsten. Take it.
CJ.
I go. Daniela.
Chloe Lila. Esther.
Thank you. Wow, we are such a huge group.